Alright, today the movie is Jingle All the Way, released on November 22nd, 1996. Welcome to Brandon at Random Reviews, covering one unsystematically chosen movie at a time. Directed by Brian Levant. For the cast, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Howard, Sinbad as Myron, Phil Hartman as Ted, Rita Wilson as Liz, and Jake Lloyd as Jamie. For the plot synopsis, a husband who has seemingly done nothing to merit any trust in his marriage is inexplicably relied upon to purchase a popular action figure for his son for Christmas. But when he's reminded on December 23rd that he was supposed to get it, he's forced to spend all of Christmas Eve trying to locate the toy in sold out stores. It's a little more long winded than I like those to be, but whatever. Alright, guys, let's just dive right into this motherfucking movie. Okay, so this has been pointed out numerous times, but I do find it hilarious how often Arnold Schwarzenegger has portrayed all American guys, but he always has this super thick Austrian accent that no one ever makes mention of within the movies. Like, you'd think that that might come up or be touched on, but it typically never is. He plays a guy named Howard who has a wife named Liz and a fairly young son named Jamie. As Christmas approaches, the movie establishes a few critical things. Jamie really wants a Turbo Man action figure for Christmas, and Howard is an inconsiderate piece of shit who kicks off the movie by missing Jake's karate ceremony because he prioritizes work over him. For some reason, the night before Christmas Eve, Liz decides it'd be a good time to make sure that Howard went out and bought that action figure for Jamie weeks ago when she told him to. She does this despite being someone who has been married to this man for at least a decade and should be very familiar with what kind of guy he is. Howard, of course, lies to Liz that night and tells her that he got the toy, and he makes up the story about how he has to run into work to retrieve it on Christmas Eve, but in reality, he's actually rushing out to finally buy one. But when he gets to the first store, he can't find it, and when he asks the store staff where they are, they burst out laughing at him because it's apparently commonly known that this toy has been sold out for some time, and it's basically been impossible to find anywhere. Howard spends this entire movie getting fucking furious with people because of his own incompetence, and that rage spirals into something bordering on insanity before the end of the film. He encounters a mailman named Myron at the store who is in the same predicament as him, and despite it seeming initially like they're gonna team up, Myron quickly betrays Howard, and Myron serves as the main antagonist as he competes with Howard to find the toy at different stores. Meanwhile, at home, a single dad neighbor named Ted that Howard despises attempts to capitalize on Liz's vulnerable state by trying to be a shoulder to cry on and potentially win her over if she decided on a divorce. Jingle All the Way is the epitome of a not great movie, but it was able to achieve a decent amount of worldwide success and notoriety because it was considered a Christmas movie. In reality, most of the comedy is awful or stupid, and even the most humorous moments are just okay. Alright, on to ratings. IMDb 5.7, Letterboxd 2.9, Rotten Tomato critic score 21%, Rotten Tomato audience score 41%. Personal rating 2 out of 5 stars. I would honestly say one of the few memorable moments in this movie is hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger angrily say, "Put that cookie down now!" to Phil Hartman over the phone, but you could definitely find that on YouTube, so don't feel compelled to watch this whole movie. Alright everyone, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.